We're good.
Alright.
Let's go ahead. So, Maniac, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get into Among Us?
So, I got into Among Us by watching a lot of YouTubers. For
Uh-huh.
example, Sidemen, Courage JD. It looked really fun. Among Us looked fun at first. I started playing with my school friends a couple of times. Started playing pub lobbies, blah blah. Started watching a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, and overall, the mods seemed kind of fun, like hide and seek, proper hide and seek, proximity. But then I'm like a competitive type of person, so I just stumbled upon ranked.
Okay, and which specific ranked server did you start on?
Uh, I I started playing Among Us around a year ago, I believe, and I didn't take rank competitively. I was playing in the pub servers a lot. First server I joined, may know it as Olympus. Yeah, I
Olympus?
joined that.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've heard of
Olympus.
that one. Where was that?
Olympia. Wait, should I send you an invite? I'll send you an invite to later.
There's so
A
many
lot of
servers
people may
floating
know.
around. They're just like everywhere.
Yeah. Uh, that's the first server I joined. I played ranked in there a little bit, but not that much. Like I started back in, I believe, a year ago, July or June. And yeah, and then I quit Among Us for a while because real life, and then came back and stumbled upon Purple's Among Us.
Okay. And what do you think of Purple's Among Us?
It can do a lot of work, in fact. So it's a bit harsh, but it's ideal for ranked Among Us. It's competitive. The MR system I like. The rank system I like.
Mm-hmm.
Structure of the ranks is very good. Like overall MMR, crew, they have special ranks like Jack the Ripper, Sherlock Holmes, and ranked Ace. Uh, hmm. I'm pretty sure it just Among Us is dying in general, so that's why we don't get a lot of lobbies, and
So
it's not like
this
enough people
whole
playing
concept
Among
of
Us.
Among Us is dying. This is a really common sentiment in a lot of ranked game communities because they're small and
Hmm.
insular and everyone's afraid that the game is dying down in popularity, but it's been going on for a few years now. When do you think it will die?
So Among Us is the key aspect of why Among Us was brought and was very active was because of the community, like the people playing it, the YouTubers playing it, and a lot of YouTubers don't play Among Us anymore. And Among Us really died out, like the hype died. So Among Us will probably die in a couple of probably a couple of months or next year.
2 months to 12 months is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Definitely.
then let's see. I guess we'll see how that plays out. Who are some of your favorite Among Us YouTubers?
Some of my favorite Among Us YouTubers.
Yeah.
So when I first started watching Among Us YouTubers, I first started watching Sidemen. Then I started watching XQC for like competitive types and have strats. Five Up, XQC, Courage JD, Nogla, Vanos Gaming, Corey X Kenshin, like a lot of those YouTubers because I just like wanted to watch some fun stuff on YouTube
Cool.
and just wanted to relax and stuff. Yeah.
Totally, and it is fun and relaxing, and they always seem to have chill lobbies since they have sort of like a
Hmm.
vetted community and not very toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Milk's I mean Purple's Among Us is very toxic.
Yes.
Like there's some, so for example, if like a new person joins and like they throw a game, they get flamed for it, and instead of like saying learn how to from your mistakes, learn how to fix them. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Sounds like there's some real life stuff. We'll take a brief intermission to bring up a little thing that Wavito made around the toxicity. This is people who are nice tier list. uh, yeah, let's see. Where does Maniac fall on this list? He falls into C tier, so that'll be an interesting thing to question him on when he comes back around why he isn't maybe as wholesome as he'd like to be. In the meantime, if anyone else wants to do an interview, feel free to ping me. I'm happy to do a little bit of question and answers. A few people
I
asking where
am
they
back.
are on the who are nice tier list. I think you should ping Wavito. Maniac, welcome back. I was
Thank
just
you.
letting people know about this people who are nice tier list. Not sure if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, back this in C tier.
Cool. So, Huevito grades you a C on the people who are nice tier list. What do you think about that?
People who are yes, I am. If I were to, I am toxic in a couple of ways. I could use some work, but it's overall due to my anger issues and stress levels, if you
Okay.
know what I mean.
And what are you doing to manage those stress issues?
Just chilling, bro. I just take a break if I get too annoyed.
Cool.
I don't
To me,
respond.
in those last few games, you didn't seem particularly toxic. I think maybe you're reforming.
Oh, that's because I mean I don't care if I lose anymore. This season's over for me, bro. This season's
I
very over
see.
for me.
So then this sort of supports my theory that the root cause of the toxicity is people's obsession with MMR.
Yeah. A lot of people care about the game too much, and they play for MMR, blah blah. They think their rank matters too much, and if someone froze, they don't just say get over it. They don't
Hmm.
get over it. In fact, they just keep that grudge. Like they dodge a lot. They ban you from servers they are in.
Right, right.
Flame you, and yeah, people normally often dodge
So
you.
this is like a major downside of a ranked community is the toxicity it breeds. What for you is the major upside?
The upside, in all levels, it's the people you meet. That's the major upside. It's the people you meet and play with. The
So
fun in
tell me about
Among
that.
Us.
Who are some people you've met that you enjoy playing with?
People I've met that I've enjoyed playing with. There's a couple of people I've met that I enjoy playing with, like Bricknick, you, Klek, Abdu, Chippy, Zodlin, Jasper, XYZ, Swift, Fear when he got, when he didn't get banned.
Bring back fear.
Uh, yeah, Bring
Hashtag
Back
free
Fear, bro.
fear.
Fear was fun
Do you
to
know the
play with.
story about that? Like, why was he banned?
I was never told, but he DM'd me the one night he got banned, and he's like, "I got banned, dude. What do I do?" I told him I'll add you in the server with the admins and mods, and I'll see what they can do. He's like, "Okay," but he never told me the real reason he got banned.
I
But
see. What do you suspect is the reason?
toxicity, bro. Like
Interesting.
probably toxicity.
Do you think
My
that
opinion.
there's an appeals case for him?
He is trying to appeal this case, but he told me he got permanently banned and there's no appeal. But I was like, what are you gonna do now? He's
Well, just
like,
like
he's
anything, that might be a very unequivocal sounding statement, but if there's enough community support, you could always overhaul the
Oh
moderation team.
yeah. You can always yeah. If
There's
there's
always a
like a
path.
lot of people,
If you think
yeah.
that there is a legitimate grievance, you could turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very interested because it seems like there's a few people who think fear is innocent. It might be
I
a fear
do.
innocence project, another making of a murderer in the making.
Yeah. He's a nice, wholesome person. He is.
Interesting,
He's
because he
very
actually
nice.
appears on the D tier of people who are nice tier list.
He flames a lot, but he once you get to know him, like he's just a very nice person
I
to
see.
be
Maybe he
playing
has
with.
a craggy exterior and a warm heart on the inside. So that's interesting because that actually has a separate line on the tier list called Misunderstood, which contains characters such as Kate, Pryor, Crunch, Psy, XYZ, Fear. Oh, Fear is there. And Maniac, you even appear on the Misunderstood list. And Davey. So that's maybe why you relate so well to Fear, because you're both misunderstood.
Who made the tier list again?
Wavito.
Oh my God, Vito, of course.
Yes.
I've played a couple of matches with him, but I don't play regularly with him. Uh,
Any guesses for
I
who gets
no.
Z tier? The most toxic classification.
Who, Abdu?
Not Abdu. Abdu
Hmm.
is actually not even listed. Oh yeah, he is. He's in B tier.
Okay, so who is it? Who is it, Brittany? Tell me.
Z tier is 100k.
100K ain't that toxic though.
That's what I thought too. I haven't had that bad an experience with him. I suppose it's all
No, not really.
subjective. Maybe one day you could make
Yeah.
your own people who are nice tier list.
Probably not.
Probably not if you don't want to get banned. Actually, I'm glad that they made it now
Yeah, you can make tier lists now
a
related to Among
blessed
Us.
action. You are permitted by the Among Us community to make a tier list. Yeah. Probably as long as you don't discuss infractions, it's fine to make a tier list.
Oh, Fear got banned for ulting. That's why.
Okay. So then, what do you think about that? Do you think that the punishment fits the crime?
Oh, I know he got banned. Oh, it's because his other account in the server got banned, right? And he got unbanned, and he started using that account in the server, and he didn't use his
So
other.
it's circumventing a ban.
I doubt he did it on like he did know what he was doing, but he didn't mean to be alting. He made it obvious that it was his alt, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so he wasn't trying to conceal the
Get banned.
fact that he was circumventing a ban, but he was
Yeah, he
openly,
probably
flagrantly circumventing the ban.
he probably didn't know he'd get banned for, that.
Ignorance is no defense.
Hmm.
I would say he probably shouldn't be permanently banned. I think
I
he's
feel like the
probably learned
I
his
feel like
lesson, but again, this server doesn't necessarily have the most uh, firm or clear judgments. I think sometimes they should be brought into question.
yeah, sometimes there's some biased mods out there
Yeah.
that don't give like for example, I won't say any I won't mention any names just in case they're watching this,
Oh,
but
but like I've
I
mentioned names on stream live to the world, right? Like just look at my video busting the bias. You can
okay,
see
so
it is a legitimate problem.
let me think again. I was in with XOZ, right? Me and XOZ got the win. The crew was clogging every round. Me and XOZ got cleared for our kills, blah blah. And it was cancelled. It was a cancel for crew clog, and due to the crew clogging, and people weren't able to speak about their opinions about why blah blah who's imp. They thought they had their own opinions on who's imp. Me and XOZ had zero sus. But somehow they managed to clog over each other every meeting. They called 6 consecutive meetings just to talk about who's in. But they kept getting clogged over. And mods decided it was a cancel for crew clogging. The AppView got imprint and there was crew clogging earlier on. And I opened the ticket to justify the appeal. And Nerdy, Nerdy, my guy,
Yeah,
he
nerdy. I
appealed
know him.
because
Yep. He's A tier, by the way.
80.
Yeah, A tier on people who are nice tier list.
He should be S tier in my opinion.
Yeah, well, he's only one level away. I think he can get there.
Listen, ignore the background noise. It's just one hoovering. Okay.
That's okay. This
You
is
got
the reality of work from home during the pandemic.
Yeah. Sorry for the background noise.
That's okay.
Anyways, the upside of the community and the downside of the community of Among Us overall. So, one thing especially that I find difficult for people to admit is honesty. Like when they're in the wrongdoing, they don't admit it. They don't learn from the mistakes. Something I can relate to that. I don't admit because I mean I do admit sometimes, time to time, and I throw, and it's obvious that I throw. It's obvious my throw and my game that I threw. I learned from my mistakes though, and I know how to play better. I've come up with many meta and strategy. When I first started, I threw a couple of games. Everyone throws a couple of games eventually. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it's a
I've been there
downfall
too.
of a
I know
moment.
exactly what that feels like. And
Yeah,
props to you for admitting it because that is a tough thing to do because it
yeah.
requires that you put your ego into the gutter, right? Like you have to own your mistakes, and it's a very wholesome growth mindset to have to
A,
commit to improving.
a couple of things and issues new players will deal with is the toxicity of the community.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely the toxicity. When I first joined, I threw a couple of games. I got flamed a lot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But you gotta deal with it. Like
It's especially
you know.
disappointing if someone wholesome gets flamed. You know, if someone who's
Mhm.
trying to get better and asks for help gets met with just trolling and flaming and get good type of mentality, it's very elitist and exclusionary, and why would anyone want to join such a community?
When multiple people throw games, they don't admit, but they just find a scapegoat. So, for example,
Yep,
like
that's
if they
true.
make one
Yeah, right.
mistake,
Like usually there's three people who've contributed to the loss, but they all just want to shit on the one person that they feel threw the hardest.
yeah, I make him feel like he's bad and he threw that game. game, especially when
Exactly.
everyone
Yeah, which is
contributed
not
and
cool. I think that we could be better about that, like owning that everyone can make part of the loss their fault. You know, everyone could have played better. This is actually a very common mindset across many ranked games. Like another game I played, Dota 2. Whenever a team is losing, they start flaming each other, which is very unfortunate because you can't change how other people on your team are playing. At the end of the day, you can only work on yourself. And just claiming that your team is bad is very fixed mindset, and it's never going to help you improve.
I feel like this community will get much better if we have more wholesome players
Definitely,
contributing to
yeah. And
among us.
you can be the change you want to see in the world.
We
I'd
can
I'd love to
like
see you
when
advance through the tiers of people who are nice.
if you're too egotistical, like your mindset is like, I'm the best player out there. Oh my god, you're so bad at the game. Get good. You're
Exactly.
dodging the
You don't want to be that
yeah.
person. Trust me.
Yeah, you don't want to be the new XYZ. I'm joking. I'm joking.
So funny. Did you
I'm
see how
joking.
many toxic comments were left on that YouTube video, by the way?
I was one of them.
Oh,
I'm joking. I'm
dude.
joking.
You should
I'm
delete
joking.
that
I'm joking.
comment.
I'm joking. I wasn't. No, I wrote something. I'll read it out.
Have a look. It's actually so sad how people can't just be supportive and they have to
I
just
never wrote a toxic comment. It was a
they just have to drag someone else down. It's a very sour grapes mentality for like
I wrote
a video that exists.
this.
It's a donation of XYZ's time to help the community improve, and then people are like, "Oh, this wasn't glossing over things at all. I feel so much better now." Ha ha ha. Lol troll. To the Twitch viewers watching this or future YouTubers, the video is called Get Good. It's on my YouTube channel. I'll link to it in Twitch chat.
Uh, Yeah, it wasn't, I've seen a lot of toxic comments, like, for example, the nuclear 2 M's, blah, blah, they just kept mentioning his mistakes. But I feel like XYZ advice is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty
YouTube,
good
hello.
for people that are just starting the game. One thing I learned from when I started the game, I watched a lot of YouTubers play. And you just use the strategies and meta, and it'll help you advance. Like, you'll feel more confident when you
Right.
first start and you first get imposter in ranked lobbies. You'll feel like how nervous it is to kill, but your confidence like goes down and you don't know what to do. But once you start watching people play and you start playing regularly on a daily basis, you get used to being imposter and you know what to do. And
Exactly. Your heart rate
yeah.
doesn't spike as much.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
realize it's okay to not play perfectly because no one else is playing perfectly, and you can just do your best. Yeah. So I
There's a
put it
lot of people out there.
on video just now. You can see all these toxic comments like, "Who's this maniac guy writing a troll comment?" I'm not sure what the motivation was behind this comment. How did this help improve the toxicity of the community? I lost you
Oh,
there, maniac.
oh, sorry.
I'm guessing this was not a question you were prepared to answer.
What you say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Oh, okay. There's a comment from someone called Maniac on the YouTube video. It says, "This helped me so much. I now know how to figure the quantum physics question my teacher asked me. It also taught me all of Newton's law. So thank you, XYZ. I now know how to figure out the imposter." Now, it might just be me,
Uh,
but this comes across sarcastic. What's your response?
uh, XYZ knows I'm joking with him. XYZ knows
Oh,
that.
okay.
He knows. It's just banter. It's just friendly
Got it,
banter.
got it. Banter. And I think that's fine. Like a little bit of healthy banter and
Yeah.
whatnot is part of what makes the community fun. Like there is a balance between being like toxic versus being funny. And I think you've struck the right balance there.
It's not
Maniac,
as
I have
toxic
one
as you think.
final question for you. So sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, that's
What's
fine.
up with your microphone? Because many people have complained about sort of the scratchy noise.
Oh, listen. So, we don't. Who's texting me? All right. So my microphone. So let's just start again. So I'll start from the beginning, how my mic got bad, okay? So I've had a problem on the web browser, the web browser,
Like
and the Discord
Google
app.
Chrome?
So yeah, I
Okay.
used web browser to with my mic, and my mic was perfectly fine back then. Could hear me clearly. My mic wasn't that staticky. It was very good. But then one day I stumbled across a problem called RTC connecting. I
Mm,
searched up everything, how to fix it. It
yes.
didn't work. I tried everything. It didn't work. I had
Okay.
to use the Discord app. The Discord app made my mic like very bad. I don't
Okay.
understand why it's bad. It's like
I
damp
might
radius.
have a solution for you.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. So as a token of gratitude for you spending your time doing this interview, how would you feel about a brand new microphone?
I don't need a new Mac. I'm good with a new Mac, Bricknick. You don't need to spend your money, man. I'm good.
But I think that it could help improve the community because it'll make the games more fun to play because we won't have to listen
Wow, Bricknick.
to.
Wow. No. I'm not having that, Bricknick. I'm not having that.
Why not?
How could you? How could you say that, Bricknick? How could you?
How could I give you a microphone?
Oh, you're gonna give me a Mac? Oh, I don't need a Mac.
Why not?
I really don't need one.
But your
Uh,
mic is terrible.
because I have a PC set up. I'm not using it now. Because I'm in
So what are you
NYC.
using? Are you using a phone? Are you using a laptop? Like what's going on?
A laptop. But I'll send you my PC setup
Like
and just
right
watch.
now, your mic was all scratchy again, and I think it might be a hardware issue.
Yeah, it is a hardware issue.
So then let's get you a new mic.
No, Brick, I have a PC. I don't need a new Mac. I'm just not using it. I'm on holiday.
How about you get something that can plug into your laptop?
I'm currently on holiday, Brick. I don't need it.
But
What?
on holiday doesn't explain why this has been a problem for many months.
Oh no, but if you were playing last week, I was on my PC setup. I was playing IM server. My
And
mic was
was your microphone working correctly then?
huh? Oh no.
Okay. It might not be a question that you can answer live in this video, but have a think about it offline whether you would like a new microphone so that we can play without having to listen to the annoying static.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks so much for your time, Maniac. It's been a pleasure interviewing you and look forward to playing some more games with you.
Oh, you too, man.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Alright, Twitch, that's the end of the stream today. Thanks for tuning in. And just a shout out that there will be a tournament next week, Saturday, April 23. Stay tuned for details.